You work hard, you struggle, yet no one listens to you. No one respects you. No one takes you seriously. Listen carefully. The greatest mistake most people make about power is believing it comes from truth. It does not. Power comes from perception. I learned this not in books, but in courts, in palaces, and in the ruins of fallen men who believed their honesty would protect them. Men do not follow reality. They follow what they believe to be real. You may be intelligent, disciplined, skilled, and virtuous. Yet if the world does not see these qualities, they might as well not exist. A hidden strength is the same as weakness. An unseen value is treated as worthlessness. I have watched men of little ability command rooms simply because they looked commanding. I have watched capable men remain invisible because they looked ordinary. The difference was not substance, it was appearance. Perception is the currency through which power is exchanged. When people look at you, they decide your worth before you speak. They assess your authority before you act. They measure your importance not by your bank account, but by the signals you project. And once that judgment is made, it becomes difficult, often impossible to reverse. This is why rulers wear symbols of wealth. This is why thrones are elevated. This is why palaces are large even when the treasury is thin. The people must see power before they obey it. A man who appears expensive forces others to pause. Pause creates respect. Respect creates influence. Understand this truth. The human mind is lazy. It seeks shortcuts. It does not investigate deeply. It judges quickly. It decides based on surface, tone, posture, confidence, and visible markers of value. Those who understand this rule control those who do not. If you appear scarce, you are treated as disposable. If you appear abundant, you are treated as valuable. This is not about arrogance. It is about positioning. When you dress as if you belong in powerful spaces, people assume you do. When you speak as if your time is valuable, people fear wasting it. When you move as if you have options, others compete to be chosen by you. Power begins before action. It begins in the mind of the observer. A prince does not wait to prove his strength after rebellion begins. He displays it beforehand. So rebellion never forms. Likewise, you must project value before the world decides you lack it. Many believe humility earns respect. This is a comforting lie told to keep the obedient quiet. Humility earns exploitation. Visibility earns authority. The world respects what looks rare, costly, and difficult to access. It ignores what looks common, cheap, and eager. When you understate yourself, the world does not thank you. It takes advantage. When you hide your ambition, others step over you. When you look inexpensive, you invite dismissal. I tell you this not to corrupt you, but to prepare you. Men do not ask how much you are worth. They infer it from your clothes, your silence, your boundaries, your refusal to chase approval, your willingness to walk away. These are signals, and signals create perception. Perception is not deception, it is strategy. A ruler who appears weak invites attack even if he is strong. A ruler who appears strong deters attack even if he is weak. In both cases, perception decides outcome before reality intervenes. The same applies to you. If you look uncertain, people doubt you. If you look cheap, they negotiate you down. If you look desperate, they delay you. If you look confident and costly, they adjust themselves around you. This is why those who master perception rise faster than those who master skill alone. Skill without perception is labor. Perception without skill is manipulation. But perception first opens the door through which skill may later walk. Never forget, people believe what they see repeated. If every encounter with you reinforces value, authority, and composure, the world will treat you accordingly. Do not wait to become powerful to look powerful. That is backwards. Looking powerful is how power arrives. I have seen nations fall because their leaders appeared weak. I have seen men rise because they looked untouchable long before they were. The world does not reward what is hidden. It rewards what is displayed. Money is not power because of what it buys. Money is power because of what it signals. Those who believe wealth exists only to satisfy needs think like merchants, not rulers. A ruler knows that wealth speaks long before it is spent. When a man is seen with resources, others assume he has options. When a man has options, he cannot be cornered, and a man who cannot be cornered commands respect without demanding it. I have observed this truth repeatedly. Two men may possess the same amount of gold, yet only one is feared. Why? Because one keeps his wealth hidden, while the other allows it to be seen just enough to shape opinion. Visibility transforms money from a private asset into a public weapon. People do not measure wealth with numbers. They measure it with symbols. A man who looks capable of spending freely appears secure. Security creates confidence. Confidence creates authority. Authority invites cooperation, obedience, and alliance. This chain begins not with money itself, but with the signal money sends. This is why the appearance of wealth often matters more than its reality. A treasury locked away does nothing for reputation. Gold unseen inspires no loyalty, but controlled display creates belief, and belief governs behavior. Those who deny this are usually those who suffer from it. Consider how people treat someone they believe is wealthy. They listen more carefully. They negotiate differently. They offer better opportunities. They forgive mistakes more easily. They assume competence before proof. Wealth acts as social armor, deflecting doubt before it forms. Now consider the opposite. A man perceived as poor must prove everything. His ideas are questioned. His confidence is mistaken for arrogance. His ambition is labeled unrealistic, not because he lacks value, but because his signals suggest limitation. This is why wealth is not neutral. It rearranges social dynamics the moment it is perceived. I do not advise reckless spending. That is the error of fools. I advise strategic signaling. The wise man understands that every visible expense communicates a message. Spend where it is noticed. Restrain where it is irrelevant. A prince who refuses to display wealth appears unstable. His allies doubt him, his enemies test him, his people lose faith. Even if his finances are sound, the absence of visible abundance breeds suspicion. The same law governs modern life. If you look financially constrained, others assume you lack leverage. If you look comfortable, they assume you have alternatives. Alternatives are power. Wealth, therefore, is not merely a tool for survival. It is a language of dominance. Those fluent in it rarely need to speak loudly. People often say money should be private. That advice benefits those already powerful. Visibility threatens hierarchies. Those at the top understand the value of signaling and wish to keep others ignorant of it. Notice how those in power never appear uncertain about money. Even in crisis, they project stability because instability invites challenge. Money calms the fears of others before it solves any problem. When people believe you can afford patience, they rush to please you. When they believe you cannot afford delay, they exploit your urgency. This belief forms not from your bank statement, but from how you present yourself. Never underestimate how quickly people sense scarcity. Scarcity creates pressure. Pressure weakens posture. Weak posture invites domination. Wealth, when signaled correctly, removes pressure from your image, even when pressure exists behind the curtain. This is why many successful men invest first in appearance, not out of vanity, but out of calculation. They know perception opens doors that effort alone cannot push. A man who looks expensive appears selective. Selectivity creates desire. Desire gives him control of the exchange. Control defines the outcome. Money's greatest power is psychological. It changes how others behave toward you without you saying a word. It sets the tone of every interaction. It defines who leads and who follows before negotiation begins. Do not confuse this with greed. Greed hoards, strategy displays. I have seen rulers survive with empty coffers because the image remained intact. I have seen rulers fall with full treasuries because their wealth failed to reassure. In both cases, the result was decided by belief, not balance. People align themselves with perceived winners. Wealth signals winning. Once people believe you are winning, they assist you in continuing to do so. Once they believe you are losing, they distance themselves. This shift happens silently, guided by appearances. If you wish to command respect, understand that money is not silent. Even when unspoken, it communicates. Every choice you make either strengthens or weakens the signal. Every interaction reinforces or erodes belief. Every visible detail contributes to the story others tell themselves about you. Pay attention, because authority is rarely seized by force. It is usually granted by perception, and perception is shaped not by excess, but by control. Uncontrolled display is vulgar. No display at all is invisible. Authority lives between these extremes. I have watched men spend lavishly and lose respect. I have watched men spend nothing and be ignored. The difference lies not in the amount spent, but in the discipline with which it is shown. Controlled display tells the world you are deliberate. Deliberation suggests intelligence. Intelligence suggests leadership. Leadership invites obedience. A man who flaunts everything reveals insecurity. A man who hides everything reveals fear. But the man who reveals selectively appears composed, measured, and powerful. Authority is born when others believe you are in control of yourself first. In courts and councils, rulers did not wear gold everywhere. They wore it when it mattered. They withheld it when it did not. This taught observers that their favor was rare and intentional. Scarcity creates value. Control creates scarcity. When people see that you choose when and how to display expense, they assume you could do more but do not need to. That assumption elevates you. It separates you from those who seek attention and those who avoid it. Attention should never be begged for. It should be directed. Controlled display is not about impressing everyone. It is about signaling to the right people. Authority is never democratic. It is hierarchical. You do not need universal admiration. You need strategic recognition. When you enter a space and appear refined but not desperate, present but not loud, people sense balance. Balance suggests power. A ruler who appears constantly indulgent invites contempt. A ruler who appears constantly restrained invites doubt. But one who indulges occasionally and purposefully maintains mystery. Mystery protects authority. People fear what they cannot fully read. They respect what they cannot easily access. Controlled display keeps others guessing about the limits of your resources. If they cannot tell how much you have, they assume you have more. This is why true authority never overshares. Oversharing reduces perceived depth. Silence suggests reserves. Your restraint becomes your reputation. In every era, those who command authority understand timing. They reveal strength at moments of challenge. They reveal generosity at moments of loyalty. They reveal luxury at moments of judgment. Each display reinforces a specific narrative. Without control, display is noise. With control, it is message. A man who wears his best clothing everywhere cheapens it. A man who reserves it for important moments elevates it. The same object, different impact. Authority is not created by objects. It is created by context. Context is power. When people associate your presence with quality, precision, and intention, they begin to defer without being asked. Deference is the purest form of authority because it is voluntary. No command is stronger than the one that does not need to be spoken. Controlled display trains others how to treat you. IT sets expectations. It establishes boundaries. It communicates standards without explanation. Those who lack authority explain themselves. Those who have authority allow others to adjust. Every visible choice you make teaches the world what you tolerate. When you tolerate cheapness in your presentation, others offer you cheap respect. When you maintain high standards in what you reveal, others rise to meet them or remove themselves. Authority simplifies relationships. People either align or retreat. Do not confuse restraint with humility. Humility lowers posture. Restraint elevates it. One invites pity, the other invites curiosity. In political life, leaders who controlled their image survived longer than those who relied on force alone. Force exhausts resources. Authority conserves them. When authority exists, effort decreases. When authority is absent, effort multiplies. This is why controlled display is an investment. It reduces friction. It reduces resistance. It preempts conflict by shaping expectation. People rarely challenge those they believe are above them. Controlled display quietly places you above the threshold of challenge. Never rush to prove yourself. Proof is demanded only from those without authority. Let your selective signals speak on your behalf. If you reveal everything, you leave nothing to imagine. If you reveal nothing, you leave nothing to respect. Authority exists where imagination fills the gap between what is seen and what is withheld. The most powerful men I have known were not the loudest, nor the most extravagant. They were the most intentional. Every appearance felt chosen. Every display felt earned. Every absence felt purposeful. Others adjusted themselves around these men. Their tone softened, their demands reduced, their behavior changed. That is authority. Controlled display is not about wealth. It is about command. Wealth is merely one instrument. Control is the conductor. Once others sense that you are directing the image rather than reacting to it, they begin to respond as if you are directing outcomes as well. A lack of money can be corrected. A lack of image destroys you before correction is possible. Coin may return. Reputation rarely does. I have seen men survive empty treasuries, but I have never seen men survive being perceived as insignificant. Poverty of image is the condition in which others believe you have no leverage. And when people believe you have no leverage, they behave without restraint. They interrupt you, they delay you, they dismiss you, they negotiate harder, they take liberties they would never take with someone they respect. This is not cruelty, it is instinct. Men press where resistance appears weakest. Image is the first line of defense. A man with little money but a strong image is treated cautiously. A man with wealth but a weak image is treated carelessly. Between the two, only one maintains control. The world is not divided by rich and poor. It is divided by those who command perception and those who submit to it. If you look powerless, people feel safe testing you. If you look limited, they feel entitled to extract more. If you look desperate, they feel justified in exploiting you. Poverty of image announces need. Need repels respect. When you present yourself as cheap, you invite cheap treatment. When you accept less in appearance, others offer less in opportunity. Over time, this compounds into isolation. The tragedy is that many believe honesty will save them. They openly display struggle, hoping for sympathy. Sympathy does not build alliances, it builds distance. People align with strength, not struggle. A ruler who publicly admits weakness does not receive mercy. He receives challenges. In the same way, a man who broadcasts limitation does not receive opportunity. He receives avoidance. This is why image must be protected even when resources are thin. I am not advising lies. I am advising discipline. You do not owe the world your vulnerability. Vulnerability is currency best spent privately. Those who display their hardship publicly lose authority. Those who manage their image retain dignity and negotiation power. Consider how differently people treat those they believe are rising versus those they believe are declining. The rising man receives patience, benefit of doubt, and assistance. The declining man receives silence, distance, and replacement. The difference often has little to do with reality. It has everything to do with appearance. Poverty of image signals stagnation. Stagnation invites abandonment. This is why many capable men never advance. They signal limitation long before limitation is real. They dress for survival, speak from scarcity, and move with apology. Others sense this and adjust downward. Once that adjustment happens, reversal becomes difficult. Image is momentum.